Hey, this is Cam. So, chances are you're here because results day is coming up and you're feeling anxious or stressed about it and you want to deal with that. In which case, you've come to the right place. Now, there's two videos in this series. This first one is about dealing with those small waves of anxiety that we get when the outcome of something matters to us. The second one is about handling the large waves of anxiety or stress that really take your mind on a crazy unpleasant journey towards your biggest fears and worst case scenario visions. So this first video is for you guys and girls who are going about your day, seeing friends, watching Netflix, hitting the gym, shopping, playing FIFA, and then suddenly you just get hit with a quick, small wave of anxiety or stress. Nothing big, just a small wave, but it definitely affects your mood and stops you from enjoying whatever you're doing. So first, what triggers this wave? Honestly, it varies from person to person, day to day. You know, it could be because one of your friends mentioned something about school or university. It could just be because your mind got bored when you were looking through Snapchat stories. Now, it's good to know what kind of situations trigger your waves of anxiety so you can try to avoid them. But the real key, the major key, as some might say, is figuring out and then accepting why, exactly why you're getting these feelings of anxiety or stress about results day. This why has two components, the practical side and the emotional side. By practical, I mean the direct external consequences of your results. For GCSE students, it could be that your results determine which sixth form you'll go into or the A-level subjects you'll take. For A-levels, IB, SATs, the outcome affects the choices of universities and courses that you can apply to, and ultimately whether or not you get your first choice university place. And for university exams, the result can impact the internships, jobs, or postgraduate courses you're accepted for. That's the practical side. Now, by emotional side, I mean the impact your results will have on your internal state. For example, anything from the feeling of disappointing yourself or others around you, having something to prove, having your self-confidence tied up in your results. Listen, you can try to brush results off as not being important to you, committing yourself it doesn't matter. But are you being real with yourself? Pretending it doesn't matter certainly isn't stopping those waves of anxiety from coming. So you might just be deceiving yourself. Some might say you played yourself. Now, whatever the practical and emotional reasons you've identified, they all point to one thing. On some level, you've decided that these results are important to you, to the extent that your emotional state is tied up in their outcome. And that is perfectly fine. You're emotionally invested in the outcome of these results, and this anxiety or stress is stemming from the fact that this matters to you. Anxiety is not a sign of weakness. In this case, it's just a sign that your future matters to you. And that is liberating to know. Because now you know why the outcome of these results matter to you, you can start to accept, even embrace the fact that they matter. How do you do this? Write it down. Pen on paper, notes page on iPhone, laptop, whatever. Just write it down. If you take just one thing away from this video, I want it to be that when you transfer a thought or emotion from intangible mind chatter to tangible, defined statements, you are loosening the grip that it has on you, and it loses the power it holds over you. So, what could you write down? Let me give you my example. When I was doing my A2s, I was really nervous about results day. And what I came up with was, I accept that I'm emotionally invested in the outcome of these results because I worked my arse off and I really feel I deserve to get into my first choice university. And I'm damn afraid that my silly mistake on my further maths exam has completely messed up my chances of that. And I know I'll feel absolutely gutted if that happens. That was the start of my statement. It went a lot deeper than that, but I just want to give you an idea of how to start it. The key is to keep relating your statement or phrase to why it's important to you to achieve the result you desire. so that you can always trace it back to the source of your anxiety. You. This statement, this window into your mind, it's yours and yours alone, no one else's. It doesn't matter if your anxiety is stemming from a place of insecurity or a place where you're embarrassed or ashamed. This statement should have no judgment attached to it. Be 100% real with yourself and know that whatever you're feeling and wherever the source, it is absolutely fine. This statement you create will allow you to recognize the source of your anxiety so that you can create a concrete definition to attach to the wave. Because what cripples us most is when we don't define it, it keeps coming up and never gets truly identified or recognized by our awareness. And so we just push it away, dreading its return. But if you stick with it, recognize it, define it, accept it, as soon as you see the source of this anxiety or stress as it really is, you've taken back some of your control. You are taking ownership over your situation, and you're one step closer to owning that state of anxiety. So when that wave comes up, you can just stare it down and say, yeah, I see you and I feel you. I accept that you're here because this matters to me, and that's cool. I'm not afraid of you. I know you. I can't do anything more about this now, so I'm just going to feel you in this brief moment, see you for what you really are, and then I'm going to gently let you go and get back to enjoying my summer. And you just gently repeat something like that each time, and each time it'll go away quicker and less painfully than the last time. Now, this works amazingly for these small waves of anxiety or stress that we get. But for those of us, myself included, who would get hit with bigger, stronger waves on a more frequent basis, who would actually be left a bit paralyzed by them and unable to enjoy our summer period of rest and relaxation, it's completely fine. We're absolutely allowed to feel this way, and there is absolutely a way to stop this anxiety or stress from crippling us and to gently overcome it. So stay tuned, as I'll discuss some of these ways in the next video. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your experiences or ask me any questions. You can comment here, contact me on my website, or hit me up on my Facebook page or Twitter. I hope this first step has been helpful, and I really do wish you the best for Results Day. Keep growing, keep striving, and keep shining.